2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You take a look at the Hornets. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And, of course, Brooklyn, quite a bit of space between these two.
I think for the Nets, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, and, you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Williams in at the 3. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Williams. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
4 on the clock. And Ball gets it to go.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
Melton against Ball. Pass to Johnson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Melton outside. Thomas passes to Claxton. Over Williams. Claxton can't get it to go. Here's Miller. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
And right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making, Grant.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer, B.A. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. And he hasn't even grown into his body yet.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good for Miller.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Miller hits them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Thomas outside. Pass to Williams. Outside Johnson. Thomas outside. Melton on the wing. 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
Miller can't get it to go.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Thomas. Johnson controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And here's Charlotte. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight. To give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative, and he's got a flash and a flair to his game, but he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash, but he's a fun guy to watch hoop, that's for sure. You know, with LaMelo, you really have a one-man offense. I mean, there's not much he can't do on this end of the court.
And so he's able to get one of 2. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Outside Durant. Pass to Miller. Williams with the screen. Miller with it. Claxton picks him up. Knocked away. Thomas with a steal. Ball against Melton. Now Thomas. Williams finds Thomas. Back to Williams. Johnson for three. Drains the triple. Johnson's got 5 now.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Charlotte trailing. Ball outside. Left side Durant. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Chance here to check out some stats for LaMelo Ball.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Thomas from down in the low post. It goes. Thomas has got his second basket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The Nets with a lead. To the middle. And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it. Over the previous month, we look at the best when it comes to scoring. The 4th spot held by Kevin Durant.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ball passes to Bridges. And Williams over to help. Here's Miller. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Melton passes to Claxton. Outside, Williams. Pass to Melton. Screen by Claxton. Melton misses. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Ball against Melton. Outside Durant. Let's go with a 3. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Now Melton. Still no points. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Johnson passes to Thomas. Johnson against Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Claxton a screen on Ball. From deep, Melton. Miller pulls it in.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Melton.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
First free throw is good. Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. That one's no good. Brooklyn trailing. To the paint. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Man, he's checked in for LaMelo Ball. Williams on the wing. Johnson passes to Claxton. 6 to shoot. Outside, Williams. And it's good. 2 points. And that ties it up. Now here's Mann. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Nets have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Watford inside. He's guarded by Mann. Shot clock at 6. Thomas finds Claxton. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Watford gets the bucket.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Charlotte's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Durant against Johnson. Durant, the pass to Mann. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Trendon Watford.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Charlotte. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Williams. And it's Walker in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. He's perfect from the line this time. The Nets have gone 6 of 11 so far. Watford the pass to Claxton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That one's off. And the second free throw is good. Charlotte trailing. Down low. Here's Bridges. Somehow scores the layup in traffic.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Williams finds Harris. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Walker's shot is off. And Williams has got the ball here for the Nets. They trail by 1.
And they're top 5 in preventing points. They have a number of guys who can defend multiple positions, and they work well together as a unit.
And the free throw shooting you mentioned, they're not a team you can be too physical against. They don't waste their chances at the line. Diabate's checked in for Charlotte. Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Wiseman comes in for Johnson. The drive by man. And Watford pulls it down. Taken away. Man misses. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. He's checked in for Watford.
Coming on the floor for the Nets, number 24, Cameron Thomas.
Brooklyn's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Miller against Williams. Pulls up on the wing. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Williams has got his second basket. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Now here's Mann. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Miller against Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nurkic over Sharp. Good D by Sharp.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by Mann. Pass to Sharp. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 3.
Beautiful effort on that tip in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Outside man. Wiseman with a steal. Here's Williams. The quick look, no good that time. Well, the Hornets shooting 33% in the first quarter. Miller, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Diabate. And it's good for 2. The Nets have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Pass to Harris. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And he drops him first. Okay, so Tobias Harris, 6'8", 225, a capable jump shooter. That sound familiar, Clark?
Yeah, it's got some of my same profile. I was about the same size when I played back in the ancient days of the early 80s. I see a few similarities. Solid, consistent, pretty mobile, can put it on the floor, can do a lot of good stuff. He came into the league so young, only 1 year in college, and he's had a long, productive, steady career, a pro's pro. And that's high praise when you've done it for as long as Tobias has. Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Wiseman, pass to Harris. Shoots over Walker. Harris misses.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
We've got 1:28 left in the opening quarter. Williams passes to Thomas. To the left wing. Pass to Williams. Back to Wiseman. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sharp. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Miller. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Thomas misses. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 from deep. And stolen by Williams. It's Thomas on the wing. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. But you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges is checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Charlotte trailing. Miller with it, and it's Thomas picking him up from 11 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Miller's got 9.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Sharp. Pass to Thomas. And a nice finish on the layup. 7 points in the game. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
The kick out to Walker. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Nets up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's Melton. No points yet. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Trenton Watford.
Hey guys, the athletic trainer for Brooklyn provided some info for us. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. But undeterred, already back in action and pushing through it. Guys?
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
We've got ball. Williams is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Miles Bridges, and it's man in a shooting guard. That's the Hornets 5. Clock at 6, and stolen by Williams. Ball with it. Watford covering. Ball no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now here's Harris. A 14-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
Man with it. He's guarded by Claxton. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making a switch here. Clowney's checked in.
The lineup for the Nets. Number 21, Noah Clowney.
Ball outside. 6 to shoot. Outside Durant. This one for 3. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the inside. Here's Clowney. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Nets lead by 5.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Ball passes to Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
And here's Melton. Yet to see a basket. Claxton passes to Johnson. He buries it from 3.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Now here's Melton. Fader on the way. The shot by Watford, no good. Hornets trail by 7. And it's the Hornets on the break. Oh, KD flying in to cap off the break.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
All right, Charlotte, now we're in the court for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets Nets team. Make some noise.
And it's time to check the NBA blocks leaders. 5th best, Nick Claxton.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
Here's Melton. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Hornets trail by 5. Outside man. Screen by Durant. Man misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Melton. The 3 ball. That one no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Man misses. Nets leading by 5. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Mann. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Clowney, guarded by Durant. Here's Watford. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The Hornets have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Oh, Durant knows how to fight through contact.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Pass to Clowney. Johnson inside. Nurkic is there. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Free throw drops for Johnson. So it's the Hornets now. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Here's Bridges. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. Most nights, he feels like he has an advantage.
And I would agree with that. When you think about defenders trying to slow down Miles Bridges, most guys are either too slow or not strong enough to deal with him. As a result, he's able to make it tough for just about anybody who guards him.
First one falls.
In addition to being a talented scorer, Bridges also gets a good amount of board work done, too. He's a terrific all-around player.
That one misses. Brooklyn leading by 5. Melton outside. Pass to Clowney. And here's Johnson. Here's Clowney. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Now here's Durant. Give him 8. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. Clowney pulls it in. The Nets have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Left side man. Pass to Bridges. Here's Ball. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Kevin Durant. Walker comes in for Bridges. And Miller subbed in for Mann. And a change for the Nets. Thomas is checked in. And so Ball nails both of them. Here's Melton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
And they're just not willing to give the ball handlers any breathing room.
Yep, that's what full court man-to-man is all about now. All pressure, all the time.
Here's Clowney. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Thomas. Lets it fly. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Thomas has got 9.
D'Anthony Melton.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And the layup falls. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Nets leading by 5. Thomas outside. Here's Clowney. Pass to Melton. 3-pointer. Ball with the rebound.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Stolen by Melton. Over Miller. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Pass to Miller. Ball surveys the floor. Shoots over Melton. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Here's Clowney. Launches it. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Ball. 26 points for him last game against Cleveland. The rebound by Melton. Nets leading by 8.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
For Brooklyn, Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Wiseman comes in for Clowney. And Williams is subbed in for Johnson.
James Wiseman. Zaire Williams.
Sharp passes to Wiseman. Melton with the ball. Screen by Wiseman. Ooh, it's stolen away. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Nurkic. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Yusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
That's good from Nurkic. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Nurkic hits them both. Thomas with the ball. 9 points in the game.
And, you know, they're going to extend the defense now here. 94 feet, the full court press in effect. They're looking to try to stir things up and make something happen.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter. That's superb.
Heating up from the line this quarter, helping their cause for sure. They're right around 80% now.
Ball finds Nurkic. He got right to the cup using that screen.
The muscle coming into play. I like how Nurkic takes on these challenges and finds ways to deliver.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That's good from Nurkic. Nets leading by 5. Miller comes with a double. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Ball passes to Miller. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Thomas passes to Wiseman. Thomas outside. Here's the 3, and the three-pointer goes. Thomas has got 12 points in the game.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
The 3 from Ball. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Here's Harris. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic just got his 5th rebound in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Diabate. Now here's Ball. 1:52 left to play in the second quarter. And the basket is good. He's got 11.
Boy, Ball playing with a lot of aggression and toughness there. I love seeing that from a guard who has his size and ability.
And here's Wiseman. Sharp passes to Harris. Shoots over Walker. Harris misses.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
Inside. Here's Diabate, guarded by Wiseman. Harris against Walker. Rebound Brooklyn. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Here's Miller. The Nets making their last shot. Right wing. Ball against Thomas. The kick out to Walker. Shot clock at 5. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 5 assists in the game.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Now here's Williams. Give him 8. 29 seconds left in the second. Baseline try. Ball with the rebound. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Ball. Outside Walker. 4-3. Walker with another miss. Williams from long range. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Brooklyn out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome to our 2K Sports Studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
All right, guys, here's a look at how the power rankings look at this late point of the season.
When I look at the Nets, about a month left in the regular season. They're scrambling to make things happen lately. It's been very positive.
With no time to waste either. They're playing with a sense of urgency. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.